so there's Shih Tzu.
Oh, I had one exactly the same color. They're the sweetest dogs.
Yes, they are.
Hi. Okay, wow.
Like that little chair?
Look at this stuff. Nice.
Here, buddy. I know, just like that's coming from a place right next to our house. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Hello everyone. It is great to see you again today, and this is truly my life unscripted. It will be my last video from Nashville for a while. I am all packed and ready to go tomorrow morning to fly back to South Beach. And I have mixed emotions. I love my home in South Beach, but I love my family here in Nashville. I've had such a wonderful time, and it's going to be very sad to say goodbye to them for a while. As you know, truly, when I do these, I have no idea what I'm going to say. I have no script at all involved in this, so I'm just going to wing it today. I had the most wonderful visit with a subscriber of mine, Susan, and she is the best cake baker, artistic cake baker I have ever met in my life. She was kind enough to give me this beautiful bloom box of cake. When she brought it into the house, I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. It looked like a piece of artwork. It looked like this beautiful box full of flowers and blooms. She is so, so creative. I just absolutely could not believe it. I'm going to put all of Susan's information below this video, but it was just so delightful to sit with her for a while and to learn her story and how she got to this point in her life. And I believe Susan, too, is a great example of what I tried to tell everyone who follows me here in this community. Where you are right now does not have to be where you're going to be forever. I have had so many chapters in my life, and so has Susan. She has done a myriad of wonderful things in her life, and she is here now recreating these cakes and kind of going back to what she did years ago. It's always nice to be able to come away from home, and especially here I've met so many of my wonderful women and a man in my community. It's just been so heartfelt and so wonderful for me. Being here has especially emphasized to me something that I knew all along, but especially emphasized to me how important family is. Your friends can be fly by night. Maybe you have some loyal friends, but when you have family, it is so important to try to nurture those bonds between each and every one of you. I know it's not perfect. My family is not perfect. My kids have altercations and chit-chats between each other, but it's really important to try to keep those bonds of family together. When all of your friends leave you, when things go down, you know that your family will always be there for you. This has been a very crazy time in all of our lives. The world seems to be spinning and spinning and spinning, and I don't want to just hide what we're all going through under a bushel. And this has to do with just loving one another and accepting one another. I have never seen the world so divided in my whole life. And it's not just here in the United States. I think it's all over. What has happened to the word acceptance? Why can't we just accept one another for who we are as human beings? And we may disagree, but that should not interfere with our friendships, our bonds, and our being able to work together on things that are really important in life, like family and our faith and things that we do have in common, wanting everyone, wanting us to prosper, wanting us to be able to live the American dream. All of the tools that were given to us when this country was founded are still here. How many people have come up from the ranks and used their skills and talent and their ability to get things done to make this country and this world a better place? When I think about my husband, my late husband, and his generation who fought in World War II, these young men went out and volunteered not only to fight for American freedom, they went out to fight for freedom around the world. Country boys, farm boys, factory workers, college kids, they all signed up to go and fight for a better world. And I hope that this dream is not lost. I hope we can all come together to fight for a better world for our children and our grandchildren. Let's come together as one and not be so divided. I have never seen in my life so much hate all around, and it's stupid hate. I mean, all hate is stupid, but this is really stupid hate. It doesn't have anything to do with us as human beings. It has to do maybe with how we want to govern or how we think of things. But that does not have to make us hate one another just because we have different ideas and just because we think differently. It's a great hole in a great cavern that perhaps the world is digging ourselves into, something we may never ever be able to reverse. So when I say let's share the love, I really mean it. I really mean it. Let us share the love, no matter who we are, where we came from, what we think, but we should accept and share the love of one another. And I think the deepest hole that has happened is that so many have lost their faith. If you do not have faith in a higher power, what else is there? You don't have any moral guidance. You don't have a belief that where you are now, it can get better. The lack of faith and support of whatever faith that you have is so very important, because if you have a faith and you really follow the teachings of your faith, each and every one says, be kind to mankind, love your neighbor. And I think that's what it's all about. That's been on my mind lately, and I'm sure all of you, if you listen to the news or watch television or read anything, we all have to come together as one. We all have to believe that our forefathers were so smart when they drafted the Constitution. It was made to give freedom to all of us. It was made to not control our speech, not to control our thought, not to control how we make a living, and not to control us. It is only to guide us and give us structure. But we should always be the master of our own fates. It is up to us to do what we have to do to get ahead. The tools and the freedoms are there here in this country, any democratic country. The tools are there, and we don't need anyone telling us what to do, how to do it, or trying to control us. I want you all to think about that, about how your life was growing up, and what the important things to you were. Economic freedom, freedom to feel safe, to walk the streets and not feel you're going to be attacked or ambushed. Economic freedom, opportunity freedom, safety freedom, and freedom to love one another as neighbors going forward. Freedom to be able to discuss intelligently, without hatred, our views on life and even in politics. We have to bring back acceptance and love of one another, no matter what their opinions are. We are all made in the eyes of God. We are all human beings with the same hurts, the same wants, the same dreams, and the same feelings. Let's see if we can speak out and share our love of one another today. Thank you for being with me. I am ever so grateful for each and every one of you, and I want you to share your thoughts down below. This is just a thought about humanity and a thought about freedom and the most wonderful asset that we have in our lives is our faith in a higher power to guide us through all of the ups and downs in life. I hope you have a wonderful day today. The next time I will be speaking to you, I hope it's from South Beach, Florida. I'm winging back to my sweet Mushu. I am so homesick for him, and I'm never going to leave him again. I'm going to bring him everywhere with me, no matter what. I really miss him a lot. So thank you again. Thank you, Susan, for being so sweet. Thank you to all of my subscribers that I have met during my travels here. And please have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And let's be kind to one another and want the best for each and every one of us, and let's practice acceptance and forgiveness and love. Thank you, and I hope to see you again from South Beach.